Hello, boys and girls. Hope everybody's having a good day. Welcome to Billy's Blades and Tools. Today is tool day. I know I do a lot of knife videos, but today I'm going to start talking about some tools. I know a lot of times people go to flea markets and that and looking for old tools, and I've done the same thing. And I got to thinking, maybe I should go through my own tools and see what I got. Because I got some old tools here. And so that's what I did. This first batch is by a company called Plum. That's Plomb. There's their logo, and the O is like an upside down triangle. And it's a very old company. This first breaker bar here, as you can see, is WF20. And what that WF stands for, and I got this information off of a site called Alloy Artifacts. And it's very, very detailed, and you can look up just about any tool manufacturer and find info about them. But the WF stands for, let me see, I can find this here. Now, I don't know what it stands for, but the tools that have this WF on there were for a government contract that the tools were made for the military, I'm guessing, between 1942 and 1945. So anything that has the WF on there, that's how old they are. This is a 3/8 drive breaker bar, and it's in good condition. It's not rusted or anything. It needs a little bit of cleaning up, but the newest date that this would have been made was 1945, which is pretty awesome. Now you can see on the end here, it was made so you can attach maybe a ratchet or something to it, or maybe an extension, another breaker bar to make it longer. But that's the 3/8 drive. It's got a little hole there for the ball detent, and inside there it's kind of cruddy. I can't get the light to hit it just right for the camera, but there's some grunge in there, probably grease or something. I'll have to clean that out, but I'm going to be doing some cleaning on this one. These little guys also have the WF on there. It's a WF7. Something that I just learned, if you look on each end of the word plum, there's like an arrowhead. The arrowhead on one side is pointing down, the other side is pointing up. Don't know what that means, but on all their other tools that are not WF, the arrowheads are pointing up. But this one here is special. I've got two of them. Looks like a 1/4 drive breaker bar. Got the square end on there, pivot. Well, for this military contract or government contract, it doesn't say military, it just says government. This is not 1/4 drive. It's 9/32. I know, weird. But as you can see, there's a hole on the end, round hole. They had a bar that could go through this hole. You see a little ball there for detent. My lighting stinks. But anyway, you got a little ball there. You could slide a bar through here, give you some little bit extra grip, or probably put that same bar in the end there to give you a little bit more length. Give you a little more length on the bar here. But I don't have any sockets that fit these 9/32. breaker bars. I'm not sure where I picked these up at, but again, these were made between 1942 and 1945. Very unusual. I grabbed a 1/4 inch drive socket, and I had to check it out, and sure enough, these are a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch. But I'm gonna have to clean these up a little bit. We've got some crud in the handles. The knurling on this one is a little worn smooth, not as pronounced as this one. It's got some red paint on here. Might have been painted red to indicate something for whoever was using it. Maybe to tell them that it's not 1/4 inch. But the knurling on the 3/8 drive is really pronounced. I mean, it's all there. This thing probably was hardly ever used. Now I do have sockets here. Let's move these over to the side. These sockets over here on the left, these all have the WF on them. This is a WF 30, I think it says. Got the Plum. The arrowheads are pointing down. And the size of it is a little wore off, something 3/16. I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm going to have to check it, but they're a little, they're dirty inside. We've got these swivel sockets. This is another WF 78. Their arrowheads are pointing opposite. Again, don't know what that means. I even looked on that alloy artifacts, and they don't even know for sure what it means. But this is 3/4 inch, 3/8 drive, 3/4 socket, swivel, very stiff. I have to do some more cleaning. I did run them through the ultrasonic cleaner to get most of the grunge off. They were pretty dirty. Here's another one. It's WF 76. Arrowheads are pointing down on this one. It's 5/8. Not quite as stiff. This one is a WF 72. Looks like the arrowheads are pointing opposite. And I can't read the size on this. Something 3/8 maybe. But 3/8 drive. But not sure of the size. I can't read it right now with the camera. Yeah, probably 3/8. But those are all the WF logo. All these have the WF, so the latest these would have been made is 1945. Now these sockets here, they're not WF, they're just regular sockets. This one's number 5226. With the Plum arrowheads pointing down, 13/16 size, made in USA. Got two of those. It's the same thing. And then I've got this one here, 5228, Plum, arrowheads pointing down, 7/8 socket. So I've had these in my toolbox for Lord knows how long. Don't know that I've ever really used them. Don't know where I got them from. I'm sure I picked them up at a flea market years ago. Again, they were in my socket drawer, And I've been going through all my old sockets. I've got a bunch of other ones that I need to talk to you about at some point. I've got some old Proto, which apparently Plum became Proto at some point. Again, if you look on the alloy artifacts, and I'll try to attach a link to the website, I've got sockets that I've never heard of before. And so I'll be going through all of those at some point, but I wanted to talk specifically about these Plum tools here. And I was just amazed at how old they are, especially these 9/32. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I don't have any sockets that fit on it. I'm going to clean them all up, make them look pretty again, as pretty as they probably were when they were new. They're not chrome plated or anything. They might be bare, or they said they were, some of them might have cadmium plating on them. I'm not sure how that is. I think that might be these. This one looks just like bare steel. But I thought it was very interesting. I just never thought to go through all my tools and look at what I've had here. I've got some very vintage stuff here that didn't even realize I had. So maybe you guys can go through your tools that you haven't been through in a while and see what you got. But I just wanted to show these to everybody. I'm sure there's some people out there that know more about this than I do. Again, the website Alloy Artifacts. I'm going to try and attach a link somewhere in the video here. And I was looking at all kinds of different information on some of the other sockets and tools that I've got in my possession. And it's amazing the information that's on that one site. So if you get a chance, check it out if you've got some old tools you're not sure about or know anything about. But thank you for stopping in and watching the video. To help the channel out a little bit, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, share. I just appreciate anybody that stops in and watches this. And so everybody just hopefully have a good day and take care. And we'll see you on the next video.